Meet Mr. Wilson. Mr. Wilson teaches 6th grade social studies. He loves his job and wants to engage his students, but they seem distracted by all the modern technology. They are always looking down at their devices. They don't seem to care about putting forth any effort in their studies. They just seem to do enough to get by. Meet Ella. Ella is a student in Mr. Wilson's class. She likes her teacher. He always asks her about her day and how softball is going. She has fun when he does Kahoot with the class, and she gets A's on all her assignments. However, most of the time she feels disengaged. She knows she just does enough to get her A and nothing more. Mr. Wilson decides to use more technology as a way to keep his students more engaged, but he doesn't even know where to start. He didn't have computers to use every day when he was a kid in school, so he has no model to go by. His generation learned differently than today's generation. What should he do? One idea to consider is the SAMR model. The SAMR model can serve as a guide to help us educators think about how we are using technology in the classroom. Each letter stands for a different way of using technology. The S in SAMR stands for substitution. This is a great way to use technology and is easy to do. We simply substitute our existing lessons with a digital version of the learning activity. It is certainly appropriate to use technology in this way, but it shouldn't be the only way we use technology. The A in SAMR stands for augmentation. In this, the teacher deliberately considers how the technology improves the functionality of the assignment. So it substitutes the assignment for a digital version, but adds something extra that benefits the learning in a way that can't happen in a traditional classroom. The M in SAMR stands for modification. To bring students new experiences is to modify a traditional assignment. The original assignment is still evident, but is significantly transformed and modified with the technology. The R in SAMR stands for redefinition. What if you could use technology to create a learning experience you once thought impossible? This is what happens when you redefine your lessons to incorporate new technology. The lesson is redefined and incredibly transformed. The idea of SAMR is to consider how and why we use technology. The goal is to use it to transform lessons and activities, so that student learning is impacted with higher levels of achievement. After learning about the SAMR model, Mr. Wilson decided to transform a learning activity he often used where students would research a capital city and write a report on it. Instead, he had his students visit their cities using Google Earth and then research the parts of the city they discovered. They then acted as tour guides to narrate a tour of their city using both Google Earth and a screencast program. Ella was more engaged than she had been all year, and she felt more empowered with her abilities to use technology in a way that would enrich her life. So how are you using technology? We can use it as a substitute to enhance our lessons, but technology becomes much more exciting when we discover ways to use it to transform our lessons. The SAMR model guides our thinking from enhancing learning activities to transforming learning activities. I encourage you to go to this link or scan the QR code. It will take you to my Wakelet board where I have shared ideas for transforming your lessons using technology. The Wakelet board provides you with more information about SAMR that you can use as your own personalized professional development. It also gives you some specific examples and ideas that you can use to inspire you as you create your lessons. The Google form is something that I ask you to take a few minutes to fill out when you use technology in the classroom. It has the link to my Wakelet board, as well as a few questions for you to think about as you use technology. You do not have to answer all the questions, just the ones that apply to you. It is designed with you the educator who knows the needs of your students in mind. Will you take on the challenge to transform your lessons with technology and greatly empower your students?